I've been drinking water for some time, picking up the parts of all my life. Didn't get to solve it this time. How am I to break apart? Don't tell me why we can't collide. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. Don't you feel it? Don't you feel it? On the break of dawn, I'll follow you to carry on. On the break of dawn, follow you to carry on. I've been seeing farther in dark skies, bringing myself fire, not for time. Following my heart, can't deny. Show you how I play my part. Ghosts in the night don't justify the love we lost, the love we hide. Don't you feel it? Don't you feel it? On the break of dawn, I follow you to carry on. On the break of dawn, I'll follow you to carry
Well, good morning, everyone. Welcome to TeamODZ Live and a Friday Ebb. Funnily enough, on Friday. Well, that's London Classique. With my bestest of buddies, Rick and Ufa. Although Rick's not there. There he is.
Rare.
Hiding numbers to my days. Your words on someone else. Don't act like you're so obsessed. You know that I ain't coming back. I'm sorry. Read my lips, you do not like that. You're drowning without me. Take it all back, but if you want my sympathy, honey, well, come as a bitch, get ready for this. You know that I ain't coming back. I'm sorry. Read my lips, you do not like that. You're drowning without me. Take it all back, but if you want my sympathy, honey, well, come as a bitch, get ready for this. Seems to circle you, as you go, you remain a stranger to me, to you. But a piece is left uncovered. I'm thinking about four-leaf clovers. I've got composure.
Hey there, buddy. Yes, you're first. Sorry, busy giving directions to the group here. How did you guys get on yesterday, buddy? Glad to be able to hand a couple of viewers over. And no, one of them wasn't me. There were two besides me. Yeah, ours was crazy, buddy. Brett somehow managed to join the event 30 seconds after we'd left the pen. So Graham and I went back to help him back on while the rest of the team did their own thing and carried on riding. We got him back, realised he was on a road bike and he hadn't connected steering. So yeah, all of the ride was basically trying to steer to keep him in the draft. So that we did as well as we did was amazing, really. Yeah, it hurt. But we finished. What you got planned for the weekend, Bardy? Besides riding. Need to prepare a presentation for when I go to the Girls' University on Thursday. Giving a presentation to some students there. Maybe two. Wow, nice times. Yeah, I'll be resting tomorrow. That's for sure. And then the ODZ entry on Sunday. I like riding that as early as it is, because I have been known to go back to bed after that. Get ready for the sprint. "18 minutes of late John left yet, Rick." Rick's doing a Charlie. Or a Yamel. Around the corner here and we'll get to see the sprint.
It's been a while since I've seen your face. How you been? I'll admit I've really missed this place. Just so you know you haven't been replaced, 'cause I still think of you now like nothing has changed. And we just can't deny our hearts are beating time. We're both still synchronized, whoa. And we can't let a lie in between you and I. There's always love we hide, but it's always with you. It's always with you. It's always with you. It's always
Hey, Yamal. Uh-oh. What's going on with Discord? Did you guys disconnect and reconnect then?
Yes.
Yeah.
Must be the server.
Y'all weren't
Weird.
talking and now y'all are.
Of all the BS you could say, I'm dummy and chained, done with your games, dummy and played for your entertainment. I'm not yours, 'cause you're nothing but an expired exit from my life. An expired exit from my life. I thought your heart was poison from the start. An expired exit from my life. You said that you've been lonely, makes you call these eyes. Harder get to know me, the better than my lies. No way I'd let you say goodbye. No way I'd let you say goodbye. You said there ain't no reason, but I sit here every day, waiting for the moment. I don't feel like I should say. No way I'd let you say goodbye. No way I'd let you say goodbye.
I saw a Rick.
I'm here.
You said that you've been searching, silence in your mind. Trying to be patient, but running out of time. No way I'd let you say goodbye. No way I'd let you say
Ugh.
goodbye.
That's right, Bardi. Bardi just said Rick's
Oh,
always late.
well, wait. Hold that. I believe I remember being first yesterday to your stream party. 200 windmill cookies. I remember it.
Yeah, I want to exchange my windmill cookies for Stroop waffles, but I don't know what the exchange rate is.
All right.
There we go. He's added a qualifier now.
Uh-oh. What's it done? What's it done? There it is. There we go. Now I'm with the group.
I had that problem yesterday.
Ooh, man. All right. I can go with that most of the time, yes. feel like with this stupid back thing, I'm nursing it up so that I can race GRL and then spending the rest of the week right back where I started and then nursing it back up for the next GRL again.
Well, that's acceptable.
Quite a cycle.
I mean, you've only got one more and then you've got a bit of a rest.
Yeah.
Exactly. I'm just wondering when that point's going to be where I'm finally doing better.
I think you got the concept error of time wrong. You're not going to get any better.
Yeah, this is life now. It's like, all right, I get the message. All right, body, I need to start doing my strengthening exercises during the winter consistently. And I need to be stretching for a little, you know, maybe a bit more. But now I'm doing that stuff.
The only time it gets better is late in the evening on the couch with a bottle of liquor, when you remember the good old times.
Yeah. I got an obsession with strength.
I've definitely learned that while cycling is just pushing through the pain, there is some pain that you should probably not just keep pushing through, you should do something about before it becomes the pain that won't.
The pain and the pressure center in your
nagging
brain
pain.
is co-located.
Yeah, vagus nerve, Rick. Pinch the vagus nerve, that'll sort it out.
Yeah, it's like my biggest thing is whatever this muscle is,
Hey there, Andy.
because it's tough. 'Cause it's like, since everything's so connected, it's just all of it. The pain like migrates, but yeah, it's just something that won't. Yes, it's something that won't. I don't know. It's just I feel like the swelling won't go away.
Yeah,
Every
Rick just
time I
read your
do
message,
something
Randy.
big. Hey, Randy.
Printy bit ahead.
Migrate into,
Yeah, I'm complaining.
get it to migrate into an empty bottle and cap it, and you felt from.
I was thinking the same thing, man. I got pains everywhere. It's part of being old.
Oh yeah,
You're the youngest here,
I've always
Jim.
dealt with pains for sure.
But I'm probably
I've
both
dealt
beat
with
up.
There we go, Charlie. Charlie mentions the vagus nerve as well, but I mentioned it first. I must have been right. Let's see who takes the
This
sprint
is
this
one of
time.
those pains that is always right on the edge of making me not be able to move that part of my body again. And it's just this aggravation that every time I think I get ahead of it, it gets aggravated again some stupid way. I feel like I'm so close to getting over it and I'm managing it, but really affecting everything. Mainly my mood.
Maybe fentanyl can fix it.
One thing that was mentioned by Kitten Little Bits the other day that I was like, ooh, I gotta do that. He was like,
What?
you gotta get a deep tissue massage. I was like, hell yeah, I do.
Yeah. That would be nice.
Sounds worse.
So I did set one up.
Alright. There you go,
Ooh.
buddy.
And maybe they have that, Charlie. Maybe they have some electrolysis probes. That'd be nice.
Maybe
I
you
just
can
want
get shortwave
go to a
therapy.
place
That
and be
was
like,
a thing in the 80s.
I want to go to a place and be like, do the things. Just do the things. I don't even care. I can handle pain. I just don't want it affecting my cycling like this.
Screen time.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like I think that's a general I think if the swelling persists for more than 3 hours, that's general terms. That's for normal people, the average person. I think I could go 6 hours. Man, snow we got here yesterday was gross. It
Yeah.
was the first
Yeah,
snow that had
lidocaine is pretty good for alleviating pain. That's a good tip.
Oh yeah, I've been using that like anytime. I don't use it that often, but anytime I just feel like I need a break,
I mean,
use
you have to
that,
say
but-
before that you really have a pain. If you use it every day, then it's probably not going to be fixed.
See, my problem is it gets in my head because it's not the pain. It's the thought of the pain and how I still am not confident in my way of fixing it. Like, I know it's just going to take time, and eventually I'm going to look back and be like, oh, remember that when I was having trouble with my back? Now it's just back to the normal pain, you know? You just get kind of tight and sore every so often. But until then, it's like every time I feel pain, I'm just, you know, it's like thinking about a bill that you got to pay or something.
He's chatting with you in the chat, Rick. Come on, don't ignore him.
Oh, sorry. Well, I did. I answered we talked about swelling.
Well, yeah, not what your wife told me.
Well,
You're mixing hours and minutes again.
was that my wife or my girlfriend, Barty? Just
Oh.
kidding, babe, if you're watching the stream. There are no girlfriends. That was a joke.
I thought you were going to say,
like that.
just kidding, babe. There are no wives.
Notification all done.
Mixing hours and minutes again. Very good.
Yeah, a little bit of latency, Bardi, between your chat and Rick, I think.
Well, it's mainly my processing. That's all. It's been there. I just actually took my time and read the next line.
This morning I learned about American compounded medicine. That scares me a little bit. Your doctor can just, if he sees fit, mix any kind of junk and inject it into you without further consequence.
Yeah.
I would be very weary of
Yeah.
needles if I were in the States.
We have a lot of like regulation that makes you think that it's all set, but then if you're in a business where the regulation is in place, but it's almost like the regulations were made by people who don't understand the business.
Yeah. I can
The wake-up call
Or, like,
was that
Leaves loopholes.
there was this him and her. They had a 1-minute ad in the Super Bowl advertising compounded Ozempic. That was a little bit scary.
I still haven't gone back to watch all of the Super Bowl ads.
Yeah, there are regulations to keep the company safe. That is for sure. The company charges extra to be able to pay for the lawyers that help out with all that as well.
Is Woo a no-show today?
Correct. No woo.
I
Yeah.
haven't.
I don't need.
I saw a
guessing-
twinkle in Jamel's eye there.
It's only a twinkle if he's here, because then it's just, yo, you only won because he wasn't, kind of thing. So.
Cool.
Texas never came back what it started exploring.
We can find all the people with steering.
One thing I have learned though is that apparently extracurriculars with the wife are not good for the back.
Ah. I see. You gotta stretch first.
Yeah. I think that's why I'm having an extra acting up today.
Yeah.
It's just not good.
You had fun last night.
Do I need to mute the stream, Rick?
Try telling me that though. What? I kept it all. I made it.
No,
like,
I didn't. Well, I didn't know if you were going to give us more details or not.
It
Oh no,
sounded
no,
like
I won't go any deeper.
You really wasn't getting into the exact thing. I mean,
I'm making it like all those songs I grew up to. The ones that I sang them when I was a kid and then listened to them as an adult. And I'm like, whoa! I didn't know that's what that was about.
Yeah. Yeah, that one for sure.
Making me.
Here we go. Here we go.
I'm not a saint, you mad? Your sugar-coated doll is not so pure, my bad. I don't give a. You stepping on me and that kind of mama touch you better than that. You're mad, I guess you're mad. Want my best pajama for this drama.
Mr. Vitz.
Yeah, a little bit.
Howdy.
Good morning.
Like that.
How are we doing?
I'm not gonna
You're starting the final lap of the yeah.
You got bad things on your mind. Keep walking. Spit your words on someone else. Don't act like you're so obsessed with me.
Yeah. Can't remember if I told you or not, but looks like no trip to New Hampshire. After I had, so initially I got the hotel room in Portsmouth, cheer competition at the University of New Hampshire, for anyone that doesn't know. And so then I got an extra night on Sunday night because there's a big storm coming through on Sunday. And in the process of doing that, apparently, I found out after they canceled the cheer competition that then negated my booking insurance, which then allowed me to cancel it, but I wouldn't get a refund. And I'm like, what? Then Heidi's like, let's just go down and stay in the hotel room. I'm like, well, I just don't really want it.
Go to the
You know?
back.
Finally, she was able to call and get a refund for yesterday. So that was good. The money
Well,
is back. So now we're just
of the-
going to stay somewhere locally tonight, I guess.
Of the 5 nights that I'm staying in on-campus accommodation at the university, I'm only going to be paying for 2 of them. Yeah, because I'm giving a presentation.
Oh, nice.
The university's picking up the tab for 3 nights.
Oh, yeah. Nice.
Yeah.
Uh,
I mean,
Yeah, you were
it
saying
should
that,
be all
so-
5, but that's just
Ah,
just whatever, you know.
I wasn't expecting any, so nice surprise.
Yes, it is.
Let's charge them $10,000 tuition fee and then let them do the teaching themselves.
Caitlin's asking if they cancelled
Yeah,
any
it
of the
looks
storm.
like- they did cancel because of the storm. I was kind of wondering about that. I wanted to wait to get the second night just in case, because I was like, either the storm isn't going to be what they said, or they're going to cancel it because of the storm. I have a feeling, my wife said, do it now. That's why she was the one that called, because I was like, this was your idea. This would have been easy to cancel if not. I got the insurance on it just for that reason.
Well, Charlie, two different departments are covering it. One's covering one night and the other's covering 2 nights. So. And it's a discounted rate because I've got daughters in the dorms as well. So it's not an amazing amount, which is why I wouldn't be too fussed if they weren't covering it. But pleasant surprise when I got the email yesterday.
We did get our first mix yesterday. It ended up just being like sleet with the snow, but it was definitely not as big as they said, but you could definitely tell it was a little more slick than all the powder we've been getting all winter.
Are we
That powder is nice and grippy.
We're on the last lap.
Well, I mean like a whole large lap instead of 3.
No, we're just going to do 1K.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, so I guess we're going to Boston instead. They're not redoing the New Hampshire one, but in order to, there's some sort of thing they have to complete to finalize the season, so it has to be one in this region. So I guess Boston will be in Boston at the New Balance athletic whatever indoor track thing. We did that one last year. It sucked. First of all, they brought horrible teams, so it was kind of boring, but at least all the teams from the gym won. And then they also, huge, I mean, it's a big indoor track for like collegiate level. And we ended up, it's like the way that they made the stage, it was like everybody's just sitting so far from the stage. You had to have your phone on full zoom just to record it. It's just like, what is going on here?
Everything's big in Boston than compared to Bangor.
Yeah, I think they could have used it. They could have used the space better. But yes, everything is big compared to Bangor. I mean, it's about the same size as probably the Cross Insurance Center here, but it's like, at least at the insurance center, it's like set up for that. Whereas a track and field, indoor track and field is not set up for that. And they chose just the furthest point away. Very stupid. But it is in a nice area if it was summer. It's like right on
I
on
mean,
the
cheerleaders should be in a big stadium, so it sounds just about right to me.
It's right on the Charles River. All of the little rowing clubs are right there, so you can see like that whole setup. But every time I go there, it's a storm, so it's just, you don't really see anything. And that part of Boston, like most parts of Boston, is just spaghetti. It's just a whole bunch of roundabouts with like 8 turns coming off of it, so you're just like just really picking a lane and hoping it's the right one.
When you go to the UK with the ferry to Ipswich, or Folkestone or what's called, the first thing you come across is 2 of those roundabouts, and you're on the wrong side of the road. It's pure terror for Europeans. I mean, I did it in a van, so you can't see anything in the roundabout because you're coming in at the wrong angle, so you just have to drive and hope that nobody's coming.
And in eastern Massachusetts, people are very confident in their driving. I do like that, because you tend to not run into issues as much with like people being unsure about what they're going to do, unless if their license plate is from somewhere else. But man, they are aggressive. When they want something, they'll just take it. And you just have to be ready for them to take it.
Or that in the
prepare to
UK,
defend that spot.
you don't really have to be assertive if you have a wide van. That's an advantage.
All right, we are going to follow Yamel
Or at
today.
least it's still better than New York, though. New York and New Jersey is like
Here he is, putting the power on.
confidence that should not exist.
We're getting up towards the front. We'll make this left-hander here, and then it'll be a sprint, straight sprint to the finish line. He's just around the corner there. Few people hanging around him. Rondell, Collins, that's Yamel, Lindhart, Patterson, White, all up there, all vying for the finish. Here it goes. Last few 100 meters now. Here goes the power. There goes Yamel. On the orange Tron. Only England ahead of him. Yamel's coming around England. Pulling away. There's first and second right now. Lindhart in third. No sign of Charlie. I guess Charlie's not racing today, but here it comes. Here's the finish line. Coming up. There's Yamel through first. Nice finish, guys.
Yeah, 457. That's a long time ago I did that.
Nice work.
Nice one.
Charlie's just hanging out. Yeah, let's finish roster here. There we go. Yamel, Hoofer, Rick, White, and Soon. First through fifth. I saw Patty up there. Pretty late into that, so she must have done well as well. We'll check the results on Zwift Power and post them to the TeamODZ Facebook page in a little while.
Yeah. Now we're talking about those kids coming out of Southie with their 1984 Chrysler they got from their grandparents. No business being on the road.
Sounds a bit like my use. Only it was a 1969 Vauxhall Viva, so it wasn't a muscle car exactly.
Whew. Man, that was a late decision. I was like, everybody took off and I'm kind of like, oh yeah, it's that time, isn't it?
Yeah, but
So
it
I
was
caught
like
the
everybody was sleeping in the beginning. I also sort of realized it already, but nobody was going.
Yeah.
Yeah. I caught the group pretty easily. I was like, ah. And then I was like, should I ride with the group?
Thanks,
And I'm like,
Charlie.
well, I might as well use this momentum. So I was like, I'll just do an early break, see what happens. And I was in a very high gear. There was no reaction. It was just churning butter the whole way. I was just like, how much butter can I churn? Yes, I'm also late with my sprint.
But
Hey, I'm finding out about these things about a minute after everybody else, okay? Southie's waving a switchblade at you when they're merging on Route 1. One thing I hate is driving with a main plate in Massachusetts, because like I'm pretty good with directions. I'm pretty good at like I'm one of those people that even if I don't know where I'm going, I will continue on whatever path I chose because I don't want it to look like I don't know where I'm going, you know, and then I'll make up for it later. And man, I get problems in Massachusetts sometimes.
I'm going back 20
people
miles.
just not letting me in. There'll be moments where people just won't let me in, and all I can think is, this is because I'm from Maine, isn't it? They think I'm just coming out of the sticks, not knowing how to drive with people around.
you don't know how to drive if you think people are supposed to let you in.
Oh, well, they find out that they are supposed to let me in when I let myself in. Believe me, and you me. But typically there's some people that will do it. They'll be like, all right, yeah, come on in. It only takes 2 seconds of my time. Not even.
It's like the rain baddie, it stays mainly in the plane in Maine.
That is the main issue. But yeah, then they find out that this guy with main plates apparently knows how to drive in other places when that bumper ends up wedged in there, and they can either hit me or they can stop.
Yeah, but 9 out of 10 times it's some redneck from up north that doesn't know anything.
Yeah.
I drive a Mazda 6, which is
Yeah, okay, that's
not very. It's not very.
I thought you drove over a rusty van.
Baddie, you're doing
It's
really
not
well
like
on the
a truck
Automod
when
today.
you're-
Mazda 6 is a bit girlish, I would say.
It doesn't work as well as a truck would when you just put on your blinker and you got like a big, huge diesel with dualies, and people are like, okay, fine, go. But I can wedge it into some places pretty well. I am definitely, I'm not like, when I was younger, I used to be one of those like stupid aggressive drivers, those annoying kids that I can't stand now. But now I'm just aggressive, but with like trying not to be like that. I don't want to be that guy, but I'm gonna get where I need to go.
I mean, if you're not as such an
especially-
aggressor, you could just as well take the bus, couldn't you?
Especially when I'm not let in, then all of a sudden it's like, oh really? This is what we're gonna do? Okay, direct eye contact. Watch me move in front of you, guy.
I mean, a car gives you freedom and power. Why would you not use it? That's my
Yes,
question.
thank you. Yep.
All right,
And
I am going to
And then I yell out the window, "Hey!"
when I get a
you
word
can't
in.
park there. And then I move on.
All right, Night, can I speak now? Thank you.
Sorry.
No problem. So everybody on Twitch, I'm going to go and raid Yamel now. He's streaming. Are you going to be riding for a little bit longer, Yamel?
Yes.
All right. So we'll raid Yamel. Yeah, I know I could buddy, but you know, I'm nice. I'm too nice sometimes. Everyone on YouTube and Twitch will be pulling the stream down shortly. So take care, everyone. Have a great weekend, and we'll be with you soon.
Bye-bye now.
Well, we took the whole podium today. It's been a while
Yeah.
since we did that.
Buddy said, cool, let's go watch some ads at Yamel's. All right, here comes a raid. Hey, everybody on YouTube and Facebook. Thanks so much for joining. We'll see you again soon.
I've been treading water for some time, picking up the parts of all my life. Didn't get to solve it this time. How am I to break apart?